Armenia's buildings, the large what? Okay, okay. Maybe that's what I'm looking for right there. Yeah. How about that? Like, I don't want to be fighting over the music. Let's see. What's happening, y'all? What's happening, man? You already know what time it is. Hey, look here. What other way you're saying are you supposed to start things off? Every show, every network, every broadcast that you have ever watched has always kept the same So when I hit you off, you'll say, well, y'all know what? Hey, that's all. Hey, I'm just sticking to the script, you know? I'm just sticking to the script, and I ain't changing up, you know? Magic 8 sphere, letting it go, books full of faces. Oh no. It's always been with this. Creative. Nah, what's up, man? Hey, for real though, welcome to the stream. And we are definitely, you know what I'm saying, on some mainline vibes tonight. You know, we got I'm laughing, but we getting it out, you know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know, you know what I'm saying? You know, we got options, you feel me? That's one of the greatest things, you know what I'm saying, about the mainline stream, you know what I'm saying, is that we got options, you feel me? You know, it's something good. I'm putting too much game out there, you know what I'm saying? You know, right there, you know, so I got something, I'm telling y'all, I gotta hold back. I have to. I don't want to hold back a lot of the things, but right now, because of where we at is real critical. And this process and where we at with things, so I might mumble and stutter over a little bit more words than I tend to usually do because it's that vital right now. But I am giving you guys a sneak peek, you know what I'm saying? You know, behind the scenes of what it is and what it, you know, and that's from a variety of different angles. That's from multiple perspectives. But as always, you know what I'm saying, you know, it's something that you gotta be able to follow me along, you know what I'm saying? You definitely, you know what I'm saying, you gotta be able to follow me along, you know. That's when you're gonna get full understanding, you know. I could tell you this, so I could promise you this. I wouldn't let you down. You know what I'm saying? At the end of what you find out to be the reality of vision, the goal, the person behind it, you know, I can assure you, you wouldn't just be disappointed. You know, I'm real big upon the no hypocrisy. You know, and it's a very simple thing that can be done where you can alleviate standing on purpose, having no hypocrisy, even seeing different flares and different outputs of energy. And we don't want to call it negative, we don't want to call it positive, we just want to call it for what it is. How you say? Vibes. What y'all listen to though right now, man? What y'all listen to on the radio? You know what I mean? Let's be honest, you know what I mean? I know a few artists have dropped, you know, some new heat, you feel me? Be honest, you know what I mean? What y'all listening to right now? You know what I'm saying? Besides the main line, you know what I'm saying? Besides the main line, I'm saying, you know what other artists, you know what I'm saying, that y'all, you know, kind of locked in with, you know what I'm saying? And that can be on a major scale, that can be just within your city, your region, you know, it might be a language barrier type thing. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know. I want to know, you know what I'm saying, what y'all listening to, you know what I'm saying? What artists, you feel me? What genres are y'all into right now? So we can definitely begin to flood the main line at drastic speeds that have never been seen before. Oh man. Yeah, buddy. Hey, but look, man, hey, I do want to dive off into something, you know what I'm saying, real quick, you feel me? Hey, y'all see, hey, if y'all want to get smashed and shot up and killed and hurt, and you feel it, you know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, we on Call of Duty right now. Before, you know what I'm saying, we go to this you go to this other string, you know what I'm saying? We definitely, you know what I'm saying, on Call of Duty, we kill it. People are getting hurt, man. You know what I'm saying? People are, you know, it's winners, losers, and it's life, and it's death, and it's the game of survival out there. You know what I'm saying? I need you to tighten up your boots. You know what I'm saying? Get your weaponry right, especially if you plan on getting on the battlegrounds. Against the main line. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, look it. You already know, you feel me? Hey, Mainline Gaming Society, it is open. Y'all definitely tap in. You know what I'm saying? We holding big wagers, small wagers. Yeah, man. Don't be scared, you know, like I said, you know, we can do it for fun or we can do it for fun. You got two options. Like, we got options here. You know, basically, you know, if you really feel like putting your foot in your mouth, you know, and you can go ahead and put that big wager up. If it's major, trust me, hit me on my page. Yeah, it's going down, man. You know what's crazy though, man? I was sitting back and I was thinking, right, how, especially, you know what I mean, you know, if I look at it from my city, my region, how, you know, people want to talk about unity until it's time to put your pride, ego, old situations, things you've seen of the past down. But let me tell you, I'm saying, like, in all honesty, one thing that I noticed growing up, man, in Southeast San Diego. Look here, check me out though. And honestly, this could apply to a lot of cities, you know, pertaining to this crab in the bucket mentality. You know, be stronger than the actual vision sometimes. You know, like you know, like your purpose and your yearning to try to see somebody not excel and not succeed is stronger than the actual vision. Instead of helping, you know, the next person climb, people rather pull them back down because of, think about it, it could be old beef, it could be jealousy, it could be competition, it could be past decisions. Any of these scenarios, you know, could fit this equation on why it is hard for us to come together for the bigger picture. You know, and listen, the reason why I feel like it's important for me to touch upon this subject right now, because it's a lot of riffraff, it's a lot of conversation, it's a lot going on pertaining to just this section right here. So, you know, if I was to add, you know, because, you know, we always talking about our 2 cents, you know what I'm saying? So if I'm going to add my 2 cents in it, the truth is a lot of our communities is still divided over things that happened years ago. I'm talking about old neighborhoods, gang sets, arch rivals, old politics, old misunderstandings, old betrayals. And while we holding on to all of that, other people, other cities, outside sources, they're building businesses, they're building networks, they're building ownership, and they're creating healthier generational wealth together. And I hear a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, y'all appear to have this type of understanding because y'all speak it, y'all profess it, y'all talk about it. But when it comes to the application of it, the lack thereof is strong. See, but look, you see, sometimes the very people that should be working together can't even sit in the same room because of and I hate to say this, you know what I'm saying? The past is still holding more control over the present. That mentality, it hinders real progress. Everybody's screaming, support Black businesses, support the city, support the movement. But support only works when the unity is stronger than the eagle. You know, you gotta put the pride to the side. You gotta put the vision to the side. You gotta put whatever that contrast is to the side. See, at some point, we gotta ask ourselves, do we wanna keep proving points? Or do we want to build something that's bigger than us? Because the divided city will always struggle to reach its full power. Oh, let me say that again for somebody who did not hear me. A divided city will always struggle to reach their full power. See, real growth starts when people stop pulling each other down and start realizing we're falling. Let me take that back. We're fighting different versions of the same struggle. And because of our struggles have impacted us in a way to where we're personalizing it, it's causing listen, just think about it. Just think about it. Let me dig a little bit deeper into this conversation so y'all can know exactly what I mean. You know, we hold the red folder, the blue folder. We gonna just go, you know what I'm saying? I heard somebody talk about this earlier today, and it made a lot of sense, you know what I'm saying? And the way he broke this down, it was crazy. He said that there's a system that we're brought up that begins to teach us at a young age about colors and about numbers. But these same colors, these same numbers that we're learning about growing up are the same things that we are using to cause division and to create genocide. Dying over colors, dying over numbers. But it was strange, even though, you know what I'm saying, so let's take it in perspective, because the way that these colors, and this is how I'm gonna address this, because the way that these colors was brought to us and taught to us at this younger age was not the understanding, nor was it the intent of how they were being taught. But it was a crazy loop. It was a crazy loop, the way he put that in there. And that's why, you know what I'm saying, we gotta be very strong with dealing with words, with dealing with the word. You have to. And if you don't have that comprehension, if you don't have that understanding, listen, words is tricky. It can get real tricky, real fast. With just a couple of words, and everything can be thrown off. You know, we can't just be screaming unity, you know what I'm saying? We can't just be, you know what I'm saying? Unity, and I'm gonna leave it at this. It requires sacrifice. You know? So if we really want stronger communities, stronger families, let me say it again so y'all can hear me. And if we really want stronger communities, stronger families, stronger businesses, stronger movements, then eventually we gotta stop acting like crabs, fighting for space in the same bucket, and start realizing we're supposed to help each other, climb out. But my fault. Look at it. Cause I know some of y'all gonna get on, and let's say, y'all gonna try to get on me about this, but this is what I'm trying to say. You got to break this mentality right now, okay? Don't listen, because we get to a place right now where we can't even say certain words to each other because of the misinterpretation and the diversity of words and how they can be used, the trickery of them. So then, when I'm just talking about a simple word, using this phrase, the crabs in the bucket, with this mentality of this gang banging and this type of stuff, what this does is it causes confusion. And now certain people don't really know how to talk to certain people because they don't want to feel like they're disrespecting you off of a common word of using, so that's what I'm trying to get at. I am standing in my lane, and now I'm starting to understand something about somebody. I always have understanding. And listen, I'm gonna just start name dropping. Because y'all know I don't do a lot of name dropping. That's probably why I'm not so interesting and all this other stuff that it's for a reason. Come on, gangster. Come on, I ain't gotta tag a 1,000 people. You know what I'm saying? Come on, guys, I ain't gotta tag 50, 100 people just to get a few people in the building. Come on, I know all this stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Kitty Close, far from crazy, man. But look it, man, look it. If we can get this, and you know what? I see men of God, men of leisure, men of honor, men of integrity. A lot of efforts towards this. And look, it wasn't an easy fight when it first started. And it's not gonna be an easy fight as it progresses and it excels. See, I'm not speaking from being, thank God, you know what I'm saying? Thank God that I get to speak from this perspective about it. Somebody who's ever been inside of a gang, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not speaking from that aspect, but I've been raised. When you talk about the heart of it, I've been raised in the heart of it. You get what I'm trying to say? So if it came to San Diego and it came to, that right there, you know what I'm saying? I was raised in the heart of it, you know what I'm saying? So it's different when I say that. When I say the heart, I'm talking about, you get what I'm trying to say? So I thank God because now I get to speak to the heart of it. You get what I'm trying to say? So I thank God, you know what I mean, from on the outside that I was able to make the decisions that I made. And not partake, you know what I'm saying? Not even a little bit. Somebody can't even say, I think he was I think he was kind of here. Nah, I just like to fight. And if you found anything about me, it's because I was trying to fight you. I want to fight. That was it. You get what I'm trying to say, you know what I mean? Because I grew up in that era too, you know what I'm saying? Man, shout out Lil Ern, shout out Gangsta Ern, you know what I'm talking about? Lil Ern and Ern Billions, you know what I'm talking about? And it's the reason why I say this, you know what I'm saying, right now. And I really don't get into it, you know what I'm saying? But, it was a park fight, you know what I'm saying? It was a park fight, you know what I'm saying? It was a park fight. We was young, we was kids, you know what I'm talking about? But, even all that aspect, you know what I'm saying, you know, I just genuinely I'm glad, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad that, you know, my observation, I feel like my observation upon this subject, upon this is coming from a pure place, is coming from a real insight. But I get to pour into it. Oh man, we got work to do, you know what I'm saying? You know, at the end of the day, you know what I mean, we got work to do. And look at, you know what I'm saying? Hey, make sure, you know what I mean, that y'all start tapping in with the main line, you know what I'm talking about? Hey, look here, like I said, we got options, you feel me? Hey, the bless them, Lord, you know, we definitely, you know what I'm saying, always, you know, the bless them, Lord. Hey, look here. And before we even go any further with this, I want you guys to understand, listen, from sincerity and all pureness, you know, of the heart, man. Mainline. Let's go back mainline. You feel me? So that way you can understand who is on the mainline. Who should be your resource? I mean, your highest level of contact. Who you trying to contact? I mean, you know, so I'm really, you know, in the gap, interceding, and trying to point you to a higher direction. That's it. That's it. Not in another direction. I've been very intentional. I'm just standing in the gaps, interceding, you feel me? Talking about things that I got a full, strong grasp upon, and just genuinely just trying to point you in a higher direction. That's it. You know. But as I was saying, when you do hear some of the passion, you know, of some of these subjects and some of these things that I might, you know, bring up, don't judge the shell. Don't judge the shell, you know. Let's keep things from the intent. You know you dealing with a person whose hearts are pure. You know. Yeah, man. Make sure that y'all definitely stay locked in, you know what I'm saying, with the main line, man. Hey, like this thing, man. Share this thing. Comment this thing, you know what I'm saying? Hey, let's get this thing up, you feel me? Hey, look, I don't know if y'all have, you know what I mean? I definitely will have the links in the comment, you know what I mean? Where y'all can, man, start engaging and say, and listen, artists, you know what I'm saying? Listen, something I thought about real quick, right? You have the ability, right? Why not give yourself many options as you, like I said, we got options here. That's one of the first things that we started off, you know, when we started streaming, you know, tonight is talking about we have options. So, bless the Lord. Why would you not? Oh my God. What is going on here? What is going on here? Hold on. Like they playing. Okay, I see what's going on. Like they was playing games. I'll show y'all what's going on. It was right here. Y'all gonna hear me talking. That ain't me. We streaming. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so look it. This is exactly what I'm trying to get to. You know what I mean? Let's bring the screen back. You know what I mean, to where. Hold on, y'all. Yeah. All right, anyway, you know what I'm saying? Look it. What was I about to say? You know what I mean? I just slipped my thought. I know we was getting up out of here. Oh yeah, artists, real quick, you know what I'm saying? Why not give yourself more than just one shot, man? Don't throw all your eggs in just one basket. Look it, man, learn a little bit here, study a little bit there. You know what I'm saying? be a consumer, you know, of information and things, you know what I'm saying, up over here, man. Don't, and listen, and now I am speaking, you know what I'm saying, completely, you for me, you know, to gang members, completely, you know what I'm saying. Look at young, hey. Don't just be in that bubble, you know what I'm saying, of just information. I mean, just want to know everything, you know what I'm saying, of how everything is taking place and operating right there in your little section. Because a lot of times, even amongst my friends and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, I'll be getting asked, hey, Kenny, how do you know all that stuff? Hey, Kenny, hey, how do you know what I mean? Like, how do you know this? So this is why I'm sharing this with you. This is how. Not just being, you know, stuck in one bubble, you know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes, you know, you're going to grow and you're going to learn through discomfort. And sometimes, you know, that discomfort is going to come from you learning and you trying new things, and you never, and key right here is being intentional, striving, working to be disciplined, to attain the focus that is necessary to get you to your desired outcome. Let me say it again. Let's make sure we've been very intentional about being directional, discipline to get us to our desired outcome. Directional means you got to have a plan, establish a plan. That way you know which direction you need to be going in. So now once you have a plan and you see, you know, the plan, you know, I'll be going to church, you know what I'm saying? But it's funny that I say that because, you know, the pastor been talking about this. You know what I mean? I've been sitting up, pastor been talking about this. Having a plan, establishing a plan, understanding the vision. A lot of times, you know, things are not taking place because you truly, genuinely do not have a vision. But once you begin to start having a vision, there's something that takes place. It's called being compelled. Now I'm starting to be compelled. Now I'm starting to be magnetically attracted to what my vision is. That which I just set my eyes upon, what I just set my heart upon. Now I am being compelled. So now I'm being magnetically pulled into a direction that my energy, my focus. So this stuff is necessary, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, you know, you have to be intentional day in, day out, you know what I'm saying? It's necessary. And I'm gonna tell you like this, you know, listen, you hearing it from somebody, the best of them. You hearing it from the best of them. Oh, wait, yeah, we do it tomorrow. It's really no rush. It's really no rush to do it today. Let me tell you, listen, and I'm telling you this because I want you guys to understand this and get it, you know, from me. You said somebody who, you know, people always be like, and that's one of the most biggest arrogant things somebody can say. Oh, I wouldn't change nothing about my life. Something's wrong with your thinking. What do you know? That's an arrogant statement. You know, everybody, you know what I'm saying, got room for growth opportunities. You know, one thing, you know what I'm saying, that stood out to me too, sitting up in, you know, some of these sermons, is how God, being God himself, having a cover and have called himself up under submission to his own word, being a God. This is what I love right here, that I shall not lie. We ain't gonna get into that. You know what I'm saying? We not gonna get into that. But we definitely, you know what I'm saying, we definitely about to end this portion, you know, talking about the stream. Like I said, gamers, hey, listen, gamers. Listen, I don't know what game you on. Hey, son, right now, like he's smacking somebody up in that Call of Duty. And look here, I guess there's there's matches and things, you know what I'm saying, that y'all can do. I really don't know too much, you know what I'm saying, about Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? I know a little bit about 2K because I love basketball. I know basketball. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a Madden player. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Madden player, man. You know, I think that's that's the closest thing, you know what I'm saying? I feel like to nah, I can't even say that. It wouldn't be close to making decisions like chess. You know. I think Call of Duty would be closer to that. You know what I'm saying? I think Call of Duty would be closer to that. You know, but let me get back on topic, you know what I'm saying? Cause I just found myself, you know what I mean, so we can get this back, you know what I mean, on topic. What I was saying was artists, giving yourself, you know, multiple opportunities to succeed and to elevate, you know what I'm saying, to higher heights. I mean, not just being stuck and entrapped into just one method of thinking. You get what I'm trying to say? I feel like it's important for you to be able to really expand your horizon. If it is with anything pertaining to production, you know, you becoming a musical artist, a musical genius, or whatever the case may be, look here. I'm telling you, you know, an artist who did things, you know, in a more modern, traditional way, because you gotta understand, we're talking about evolution. We talk about things evolutionizing and seeing it evolutionize. And then if you're not, you know, willing to say, well, hey, well, actually it look like, you know, the next level, this might just be that, you know, why not? You can still go to the studio, you can still record your vocals, still, you know, lay your tracks down, still do your regular production as you would do as a regular artist, but you still can start, you know, tapping in with the Mainline, using these AI tools, you know what I'm saying, and giving yourself, you know, a different option, a different chance, you feel me, with AI, and still express yourself as an artist. You know, one of the good things, you know, with Mainline is, oh my goodness. Visuals, sound, production, you know what I'm saying? You know, hey, I love Suno. You guys know, you know what I mean? Suno has been, hey, it's just, hey, it's, I ain't gonna lie, it's y'all hear the tools and the sound right there, you know what I'm saying? You see what we on, right? It's right there in front of your face, right there. Suno, boom. Suno, right there, you know, right there. Not Call of Duty, man. Bless him, Lord. Bless him, Lord. Yeah, man. You already know, man. Hey, I am the wonderful, the beautiful, magnificent, glorious Kid Fenor Globe Infinity Literature, aka Attention. Man, better known as Reverend Dolce. I am your rugged Christian on a backstreet mission. Hello for any occasion. When it comes to that, I like to weigh it in. Nah. I love my Americans. I love my Asians. I love my Caucasians. I love my Jamaicans. It was interesting, you know what I mean, when that was pointed out, you know what I mean, that they all ended with the can. Every language, every, you know, American, Jamaican, Asian, like that is probably true. Anyway, man, y'all stay good, stay blessed. You know what I'm talking about? We are definitely about to get up out, you know, this portion, you know what I'm saying, of the stream. Man, we about to hop into, let's create, you know what I'm saying? Let's create, let's get some music. Let's get some music, you know what I mean? So being the producer, the editor, you know what I'm saying? Hey, the CEO, you know what I'm saying, of Mainline. So we're gonna cut this part right here, right? Nah, but you know, you gotta know what it sound like, man. Hey, look at some of this. We're looking at some of this music. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna hop in. I think we're gonna hop in this red photo. You know what I mean? We ended blue photo. How about that? Let's do that. You know what I'm saying? Let's hop in this red photo real quick. You know what I'm talking about? Show some of these visuals. You know what I mean? Some of these red photo, these visuals right there. Wait, my fault. There they go, my fault. Red photo visuals, you know what I'm saying? So these are Mainline visuals right here, you know what I'm saying? So These are mainline visuals. You know what I'm saying? So y'all looking at him in the police car with the cuffs on his head. You know what I'm saying? And wicked. And I know something that we need to talk about. Get this over there.
Yeah. Look at the timeline. It's exactly how the ink dry. Yeah. Look at the timeline. It's exactly how the ink dry. I'm not even surprised anymore, I'm just synchronized. Once the seal breaks, the exit disappears.
Illionaire Society.
Let's work. It's that control substance, pure in the vial. Watch the prophecy breathe, I'm the proof in the trial. It's natural to me, like a king to a crown. Once you enter the sector, you don't ever come down. Yeah, it's a controlled substance, weight on the scale. I'm the living fulfillment.